What's up, everybody? Brett here, and we're back today playing some more Darkest Dungeon. It's time. We're at the end of Serve Cold, our Crimson Courtyard mission. We're looking to take on the Viscount, and this is the team that I've assembled. I'll talk more about that in a second. First, I wanted to point out that I went to the Survivalist, and I gave them a few more camping skills, one of which, Tactics, may end up being incredibly important. Dodge is going to be huge versus this boss. He misses quite a bit with his attacks. I read up a little bit on him without trying to spoil the fight. I've killed this guy already on other playthroughs that I've done in my own time, but I had a hard time remembering exactly what he does, but now I have a pretty good grasp. And dodge, I remember, is going to be pretty awesome versus him. That, if we can get it, if we can camp before we fight him, get that buff plus bolster, that's an extra 20 dodge for everyone, and that should make it really hard for this boss to hit. I've decided to go with Behemoth. He's also unbelievably strong, which is part of the reason why I decided to go with him. But his stacks of bleed and his just hard-hitting nature, not to mention the fact that he can act as an off healer for us if we need. Vestal, just kind of standard. She may end up doing a good bit more damage than anything else. You know what? She's got soft. I don't like that at all. Do we have a better healer? Man, we've got some really messed up healers. You know what? She's better. Let's bring Nanami instead. Okay, we can't do that here, of course. Let's go ahead and embark, and I can switch out the team. We don't want Gornai. Let's bring in Nami. Just a little bit better. And now we'll just go ahead and equip. Let me make sure I've got some similar camping skills. Yeah, she could... We don't need to prevent a nighttime ambush, most likely. We also have Skibo, just in case. Okay, we're good. 555, everything's good. Everything's upgraded. Yes, alright, let's give them their equipment. We have both of the men-at-arms things. We're going, let's see what that looks like with the buffs. So he gets 25% damage and accuracy to his riposte, which is going to be a big part of his kit. He also gets an increased chance to stun, which is great because that's the only melee attack I'm bringing. Mostly for the ability to move forward, just in case we get some sort of movement rearrange. I don't remember his exact skill set, so I like having some ability to move. The stress is not going to be a big deal. We get extra protection and crit. Seems good. I think this is fine. This fits pretty well with what I'm trying to build. And then for Behemoth. He's going to be rocking melee skills, but also causing bleed. We could just try and give him, you know, protection. Their max HP is super low, but that's because they're all starving, essentially. He'll be bloodlusted for the fight. This could be some great, like, tech here. Because as soon as we go to get in there, we're going to pop blood, and he's going to be bloodlusted. Probably for the entirety of the fight. We could give him a ton of dodge. That would be plus 30 dodge. I like that idea, but we don't... You know what? He's not really the one we want to be dodging. We would much prefer that to be here on Skibo. We actually want Behemoth to be a guy that's going to take hits for us, because if he does, he's going to be able to heal. Kind of along that same logic, I don't know if we necessarily want to give him protection. Probably just buff up his attacks there, give him the damage, and let's give her the extra HP and heal. No, that's not the one we want. What are we looking for here? It's been a hot minute since I played, guys, so give me a second to kind of remember. It's the book. There we go. He's good. Good to go. This is fine. I don't anticipate us having a ton of problems. We have some different things that we could give to, let's say, the men-at-arms. If we wanted him to take no offensive role in this battle at all, we would put him in position 4 and just spam out guard, and that would work really well. We also have this, which even further lowers his damage. Anyway, I think we're good, guys. That's a decent crew. We've probably got some slightly better items, but I don't want to lose... In case we fail here, I do not want to lose them to the Raven until we get those back. Alright, so without any further ado, guys, the goal here is to get in and to camp, if we can. We're going to remember to use dog treats. Let's take several torches. We can always use those. We'll take a stack of blood. We'll take a stack of laudanum. I don't remember what he does. Let's take a stack of food. As I said, I don't remember exactly what he does. So we are going to prepare for the worst. Holy water will pop to increase our resistances, and if he infects us with any type of debuff or whatever, we won't hesitate to use any of this. Okay, I think we're good. Alright guys, wish me luck. You set the table. So the goal here, I couldn't remember exactly where I was. Like I said, it's been a few days. But I'm going to try and pick up... I think I brought some shovels. I'm going to try and pick up one of those broken wine glasses. We gotta fight right off the bat.
With a singular purpose.
Let's get rid of them.
Their formation is broken.
Okay, so we've got some guys that are craving. We're gonna need to give them some blood. Can't stun them. Let's just hit them. Bolster here for kind of the same reasons. Can't stun him. Alright, so let's give him his blood.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Alright, Bloodlust, here we go. I am the Fury. And I think that's a big enough bleed to kill him. So there's going to be some pretty important things that we need to talk about whenever we get into the boss. Some of his mechanics. If I remember right, he's not that hard. The biggest problem with him is that he heals the heck out of himself.
A faint hope blossoms.
And we have a few different ways we can go with it. Oh no. I should have hooked him up first. He now has Stress Eater. Dang. There we go. Alright, take the Bloodlust and don't touch anything. Well, there's a few more battles here than I would have liked. And a quadruple dodge. Alright. See if we can't get rid of this dude. Don't heal. Alright. So he's gonna die next turn. As good as dead. And a quadruple heal should be great. Let's bolster before we get smashed by all of these things. We can try and stun them, but dodging it would be even better.
How quickly the time turns.
Okay. This is a tough fight, make no mistake. And 3 shots went on Skibo. He could very easily be like dead right now if those other ones had not missed.
Devastating blow.
That'll work. That's what we should have done on the first turn, but could not do.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
And let's go for a stun. Their stun resistance is low. We do not want her to get stunned again. Having our healer stunned 2 turns in a row is awful for us. Are they gonna kill her? No, okay. It always feels bad when you have two tanky guys in the front and no one ever attacks them. Attacks, stack more bleed. Still not dead, eh? Dead now.
A momentary abatement.
6 here, 6 there. Don't do it. Alright, the dodges are coming in pretty handy. Plus 15 extra dodge from being in Bloodlust.
Such a terrible assault cannot
And as
be
hard as
left
that hit us,
unanswered.
it's not the worst. He has got a lot of HP. Excellent. That guarantees this kill. He's not going to be able to hit us. And I'm actually going to self-heal. Oh, that's... Dang it, I forgot. Whenever he's wearing the collar, his heals are not good. Would have been better off probably trying to get rid of some of this stress. I'm not that concerned with it, just because I know... I have a strong feeling we're going to be able to camp right before the boss.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And landing that stun there is going to give us a chance to get rid of some of this low HP.
Confidence
Never mind.
surges
I
as
didn't
the
think we
enemy
would crit him for
crumbles.
18.
This expedition at least
That's a bit
promises
unfortunate.
success.
Okay, so this is what we were looking for. One of these.
Packs laden with loot.
Okay, and
are
we're going to
often
toss
low
the
on
gold.
supplies.
I wouldn't even mind getting 2 of them. However, I didn't bring a ton of food. If I had used, here we go. If I had given him the blood beforehand, we would have gotten more food from this. But we do need more food, and I do not need rubies. Okay. Want to have extra food in case we get a hunger tile, but also so that if we get 2 firewoods, we can camp twice without any fear. We've got a long way to go as far as walking, guys. Definitely feel free to fast forward a little bit, but this is going to be the grand setup. And just like that, we've got an extra stack of food, which we can give some of it to them.
Wealth
Wow.
beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Very good. Top this off. And that's why we passed things like that when we first came through here. So in order to get good benefit, what I'm thinking about right now is the fact that... Okay, we get a hunger check, of course. We wanted him to be bloodlusted so that he would get the benefits of his item by the time we got to the boss. But I underestimated how far away we were. So they are going to lose their bloodlust, as they have done. But maybe by the time we get all the way back up here, they'll be starving again. Like she's craving right now. Just pop that, give her the blood. I never remember how long they can go. Okay. Well, we get a little bit greedy. That's a lot of heirlooms. And we're going to toss something. What do we toss, though? Probably just medicinal herbs. You can only have 1 torch active at a time. Does it work for the whole battle? Oh, okay. I thought it only worked for like 3 rounds. Otherwise, I would not have taken so many. That's just me misremembering a little bit. Because I could have sworn I remember using it multiple times in a crocodilian battle. That would be my mistake. So let's... I'm wondering now, can I go through this locked room? Okay, we've already opened that. Makes sense. I don't have the key anymore, and I unlocked this room. I don't think that one will actually be unlocked. If so, I should probably have gone the other way, but I wouldn't have got my, Let's see if it'll open for us. Okay, nice fountain. Get all that stress off the vessel. Will this open? It won't. That's gross. Now I gotta walk backwards. Alright guys, we're experimenting. And now we're craving again. Okay. That is gonna let us get bloodlust, so we should be able to get that by the time we go all the way around. Hopefully all these buffs are gonna be worth it. Another hunger check. Don't mind them too much just because it's allowing us to top off our HP. I feel like I should give him the blood now. I think there's a good chance it just wears off by the time we get there. We've got so long to walk. I'm expecting a pretty tough fight. I remember... Okay, an enemy spawned between us. I remember the last time I fought him a bit, and the one thing that I do remember that I'm pretty sure I lost someone right at the end. And it was just because I got to a point where I almost couldn't get past his healing. Let's see what he's got. If we go for the stun, that might be better than trying to take the heal. Because if he takes any more damage, we're kind of happy with that. We can go for the stun here as well. He does have a bonus to his stun chance, plus 15%. Excellent crit.
Strike.
And that buffs his bleed chance. And that should be enough bleed to nuke this guy, yeah, for sure. And that's beautiful. I feel like in this campaign, we haven't had enough of the enemy using terrible abilities at the wrong times. They kind of always seem to use their best abilities at the best times. Which in my experience is pretty strange for Darkest Dungeon. Like right there was a good example of her using a useless ability, and that giving us a lot of breathing room. And I just feel like that hasn't happened a ton for us in our playthrough. That is 6 bleeds, so she is dead. Excellent. Take a little time to get rid of that stress.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Excellent.
Be
4
wary.
deeds is a lot of deeds.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
We could toss the rest, or use the rest of this food. Because that still leaves us with enough for a random hunger check, and enough to take the maximum benefit out of a camp. Alright. It's one of those camps. Man, wish me luck, guys. This can either be very, very easy and smooth, or it could go well out of hand. So I think we're going to camp.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Okay. So now we want to use tactics. Increase all of our dodge and crit. That is quite powerful. This is the only way we're going to prevent the nighttime ambush. Let's pray. We can therapy dog. I'm actually deciding that I'm not too worried about a nighttime ambush. Famous last words. Let's risk it for the ye old biscuit, and we are good. So these are the buffs we're going in with. Plus 10 dodge, 5 crit, 5 protection, and minus 10 stress. And we are going to add to that all this holy water, as well as another 3 accuracy, and dog treats. That's the plan, guys. We may run into another battle in between us. I would think that'd be a little lame. And this is perfect timing. We don't have any more, we don't have anything else to do to interact with that. Oh damn. He got another bad. He locked it in. He locked in Stress Eater. Doesn't matter. That was the last one. Pop Bloodlust. Whew. Let's do it, guys. Wish me luck. And we're going to add some pretty severe buffs.
The glutton's taste for morbidity is made more pronounced by his mutation.
So check this out. We'll take a second to look at his abilities, his stats. Let's use dog treats before I forget, as I always do. Holy water as well. And check out those buffs, looking fat. So he's got 127 HP, which is not a lot. Not very decent dodge or speed, but he has 3 actions. He's pretty weak to stun, but stun is not your best option because he has 3 actions. Bleed he's pretty weak to, but the whole thing is he has these 3 bodies, which we will want to take them out if we can, because he eats them and he heals. Putting bleed and blight on them doesn't do any damage to them because they don't get a turn. You'll see here they don't have turns. But what it does do, if he goes to eat them, he gives himself the bleeds and the blights that have been stacked on top of them. For now, though, this one in the back has a lot of HP. Oh my god, we start by critting one. I don't think they come back either. Obviously, that would have been an excellent hit to put on him. But if we can take out these body bags, he won't have a source of healing. He also gets some pretty scary buffs from them. That's a 50 heal. He healed himself, but we didn't do any damage to him. Let's try and stun him. If we stun him, when he's going to be trying to do damage to us, that would be huge. Let's also remember to do that. Okay, he just doesn't want to be part of that. That's pretty terrible, actually. He should have an extra heavy set of dodge on him. Let's go for it. And the dog treats will wear out in a bit. Let's go for Retribution. How much bleed is on him currently? Okay, so he's dead. So he's going to eat this thing, and he's going to transfer the bleed to himself, which is actually preferable. We might be able to stun him again. Okay, he resisted it that time. Okay, and he still hit us despite our high dodge. Let's see if he does it again. He does. If we get low enough, though, we'll be able to pretty easily heal with the flagellant.
Continually
we'll spread the love here.
Destroy.
Stack more bleed on him.
All.
Let's get rid of that bleed. Use some holy water. And then we'll heal himself and Skibo for big numbers. And we've already got 2 of the body bags down, which is enormous. And we're just going to keep trying to get lucky with these stuns. I see no real reason to guard, so let's just make sure our riposte is as active as possible if he ever decides to hit us. Okay, as he is now. 12 damage on the riposte. Okay, a lot of stress though. But we have high stress reduction. That hurts.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
Pretty bad little bleed there too. Get rid of that bleed. Oh, we had a post up. Jesus, I didn't notice that. That is 100% my bad. And the bleed doesn't matter on them. We just need to do damage. Here we will use Defender on the Vestal. And we should always be using Defender, especially if we have an active riposte. Not too worried about him healing. Once we get rid of these bodies, we get rid of the buffs. Excellent crit. For a 20 crit heal. Beautiful. I think our dog treats have worn off, so we need to make sure we use those. Jesus. That riposte damage. Okay, don't do anything stupid, man. Okay, let's try and kill this. 40 damage crit. We probably could have bursted the Viscount down, but as long as he had those huge 50 heals, you know, sitting in his back pocket, I can see it being very difficult. Top everybody off. Hopefully they don't go for Skibo. Excellent dodge. Kind of as I would expect. Let's keep our riposte active for an extra turn. That's it. That's gonna be a big GG. He didn't. Okay, I thought for a second he hadn't attacked Tiberius, who of course is the target.
Let us hope
But down he went.
His last meal.
We did it, guys, and we also got the battered lawman's badge, which we needed, and another blueprint. Awesome. We did it, guys. I'm pretty damn excited. I'm so happy we did it. Let's just return to the hamlet. And now the cure. For everyone who was suffering, we're also going to pick up the glittering spalders. So, no horror. I took the laudanum just in case he applied horror. But we also got his trophy, plus 5 crit if you have the Crimson Curse. 100% healing when eating. Okay. Oh, but you consume twice as much food. Interesting. Okay. This is a nice stack of gold to make up for all the gold we've wasted knocking this out. Natural Swing is a great one to lock in. So is Evasive. But Fragile, I see we picked that up.
The virulent clouds from the courtyard have abated. The airs of the estate feel narrowly agreeable once again.
So guys, that fight went great right off the start. Just right out of the gate, we took out one of the body bags with a single hit. I mean, that was huge. I could see there being some thought to taking out the big body bag first because it had the biggest buffs, it seemed like. It definitely had the biggest heal. And I think it goes from from smallest and least health to biggest and most health. So maybe it would have been better to take on the big one, but it's hard to fault the logic of one-shotting the little one. Okay, removes the Crimson Curse from all affected characters. That was great. I had some dudes in here in the sanitarium locking in some stuff. Ooh, a level 3 Vestal. I thought we had... Do we already have a level 3? We do. I'm looking for a level 4 Vestal to replace Picard if we need to. But for right now, I wanted to bring in Nanami. Let's get rid of Scientific. That's horrible for her. And we will lock in Evasive. That's an easy thing for us to want to do. I don't like Stress Eater, but it's not the worst thing. Let's look at Behemoth. Definitely don't want that. We'll just get rid of that. And then Tiberius. Natural swing is something worth locking in. We could always just get rid of nervous bleeder as well. Man. I'm happy we were able to knock that out today. I didn't have my doubts that we would beat it. I just didn't think it would be quite so smooth. And there were some tricky moments there at the end where Skibo was very much in danger. Had that gone a little bit differently in a few different ways, we could be looking at a much different fight. And then last but not least, guys, we have to kill the Countess herself. Ugh. And that will give us the Countess's fan. Plus 50% healing received if you have the Crimson Curse. And a minus 25% bleed resist if you have the Crimson Curse. But also Shard of Glass. Interesting. More death blow resist. Let's see, take him out of there. Pretty sure I already did this, but just in case. I wanted to see if we had completed the set for the Highwaymen. Or for the Houndmaster, rather. Did we not have the other one? I know we completed the Crusaders, I think. I said I know, and then I said I think. Okay, both the Highway... We can sort by, class restriction. There we go. We do. Okay, so by getting that badge, we picked up, so plus 15% accuracy to range skills. Okay, so more stress relieving while camping. Our healing gets better, but we're not able to resist stuns or debuffs as well. But by doing the set, we get more damage versus bleeding and more crit by 25% and 5% respectively. And that's huge because all of his stuff, all of his attacks basically cause bleeding. And then this is just, you know, helping you not to get surprised and giving you a chance to scout. Battered Lawman's badge. Even the chief was in on it. And the evidence of corruption. Awesome. Now, how about the, yes, the Crusader. So, I will forget them. Regret is sin. Plus 15% protection on the Spalders. Plus 35% move resist. I like that. Minus 15% stress. Minus 2 speed. I never quite liked the way they worded certain things. But the reduction in stress is nice. And then, of course, plus 20% max HP is huge. And this gives him bonuses to his healing and stress skills by 20%, which is great. So we've completed quite a few sets. We completed the Shieldbreaker set. We have completed the Hellion set, the Crusader set, the Man-at-Arms set, the Highwayman set. Got one of the Vestals. Completed the Houndmaster set. We've got one piece of the Plague Doctor. And I think that's it. Yeah. So all in all, we're on the way. And if we ever want to grind out these, I think you can get them in these different courtyard missions. But I think maybe it's only after you defeat the Countess, then you got to fight the Stonework Guardian guy. That's a whole another boss for a different day. But now, guys, we have the task of finishing off the Cove and the Warrens, which we are not done yet in either. The Weald and the Ruins, we are done. You can see progress 100%. We don't have any mustache cream. That's a thing. But if we do one of these really long dungeons, we're going to be going overboard on today's episode. We already have one of those Vestal Tomes. I don't think I have a moon ring. We could always go and do this. Let's put together a Cove team. You know what? Do we have some level 5s or something that we can try and level up? Ooh, that has a name? Tomb Raiders. I like it. Very cool. What kind of group are we rocking here? What are we doing? Sure. Here, she wants to be in the back, though. We can change that up. We can give her, like, pick. Yeah, that right there does it. And then he looks good, and then she is fine. We'll try and make some gold here. We've gone down almost 100k since we started doing that Crimson Courtyard run. Where's that rhino? There we go. Straight up 25% protection on her. Very good. And the occultist. We've lost our best healing item. I kind of like him just doing 20% more damage. Maybe like a focus ring? Huh. Yeah, we lost, what is it, Jania's head. Still waiting for the Raven to pop up and let us get that back. She's gonna rock this. And maybe just a Book of Sanity. And then here, we'll go for protection plus another book, I think. Alright, good to go. Let's just go ahead and head back into town real quick. Make sure we've got full. Yeah, this is why we do it. And the heal. She's good. He's good. I don't quite remember exactly what we're using. Is that everything? Yes. And blacksmith. Just sort and bring them all the way back up. Alright, Sigmund and Zeus, maybe how you pronounce that. And just like that, we're sub 200k. Let's check the districts real quick. So, in the last episode, I think we finished all of these districts, which I'm pretty proud of, which is why I'm showing it to you. But we still have the Miller ones to do. We need 10 of these. We've only got 2. That's a pretty rare resource. And then with a bunch of gold, which is not a problem, and just a ton of these, we can get the Red Hook Monument, which, as it says, it doesn't do anything, but it's for fun. Alright, Tomb Raiders. Let's go. This is going to be a short dungeon. This is the Cove, so we definitely want to bring extra medicinal herbs and extra shovels. It feels like forever since I've done a regular run. Let's bring 1 laudanum. I have a feeling we're gonna fight some squiffy gas or something. We don't need as many keys. Maybe 1 extra shovel. Alright, let's do it. We'll over-prepare just a little. We've got an antiquarian, so I'm expecting to make a ton of cash off of this run. But like I said, since it's been so long, I'm almost feeling like I'm forgetting the normal mechanics of the game.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
Okay, we've got to do 100% of room battles. And from what I can already see, we're going to have to go both directions. And that's why we bring extra shovels. Alright, trap disarmament. Leave that to a grave robber. They'll always be able to knock that out for you 100%. I might have brought an extra torch or 2 had I known the layout of this place. Damn, I was going to say, we've got bonus accuracy, crit, and damage on him. If he just lands his attacks, it's going to be quite powerful. Flashing daggers to hit the invisible brigand hunter. Ow. Okay. Start buffing that dodge. Gotta love this combo. Plus 20 dodge.
Dazed, reeling.
And she is almost dead.
About to break.
She's gonna need a big heal from the occultist. Already on death's door.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Don't do that again. Big heal. Nope. Alright, Antiquarian. Time to use those healing skills. Desperately need a stun here. Nice. Yeah, just honestly expected a few more dodges. That's good. It's better. If you look down here, you'll see that the dodge on some of our characters is really high. Resisted. Okay, that gives bleed resist. I don't know why I was thinking that gave negative blight resistance. She just keeps getting bled by the occultist. He's resistant to the stun. We're probably not going to be able to get him. Also, yeah, we had our bleed resistance buffed. And she still got the second stack.
A decisive pummeling.
Alright, happy the other guy is dead. Just keep healing with the Antiquarian, and we'll keep healing with the Occultist. Go for the stun again. Just cycle stuns. These guys are pretty easy to get it. A 0, an 8, a 0, a 10, and 2 bleeds. That's why you gotta hate the Occultist sometimes. And despite them having almost no blight resistance whatsoever, they received no blight. Just keep her up. She has very low HP total, 36.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Alright, 22. Not when it counts, but that's still nice to get. What a weird fight. These guys have 25% protection, so pick to the face is actually not bad. Because it does have armor piercing attached to it.
Maintain the offensive.
Okay. Let's reshuffle the party. Make sure the Antiquarian is the one opening chests. And I'm going to prioritize gold from now on. And unless we get some good scouting, we're pretty much going to have to go the whole way. Alright, that's pretty annoying. Made it so that the Antiquarian could not do her job. She's got Curious. Yeah, I hate those types of quirks. An identical fight. Let's see if we can not struggle so much this time. Crit right off the bat is a good way to start.
Confidence
Excellent. Not missing our first attack with our Occultist. Also very good. We just spam heal. Let's go for a stun. So we missed out on the dodge buff from Bolster.
Slightest lapse in concentration.
But I think getting the stun off was more important. Excellent. Quadruple dodge with no dodge buffs. Let's grab him and pull him to the front. Clear the corpse. He's got rush shot whenever he's in the front, which is nowhere near as good as his blanket shot.
Inspiration and improvement.
Okay, don't mind that switch. Let's give him a pick to the face. At this rate, the Antiquarian's going to have healed more than the Occultist. Probably a little bit my fault, though, for not focusing down targets hard enough,
Press
perhaps.
this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Favoring the AoE a little bit over the single target DPS. No bleed, excellent. And let her get the kill.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I feel like it has a different... Fear of mankind was removed. Okay. Yeah, so it removes a negative quirk. That's what I thought it did, but I didn't remember you needing a holy water to do it.
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
12 rounds, Jesus. Okay, it's a pretty bad debuff. But we'll be able to eat a ton of food right now, I'm sure. Yes. Pick that stuff up. I want rubies, I want onyx. Let's toss this. Deeds are still more important. Holy water over rubies. And let's toss the anti-venom, I think. Or no, we'll toss the blood. We won't need blood for a while. And by the time we need it again, we'll have built up an even larger stockpile than we had before. Again, that's 2 times she's robbed us of the ability to salvage something.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
And of course the antiquarian comes up empty. A lot of times if you loot a torch with the antiquarian, you'll get some minor antiques or even rare antiques. And without the scout, we didn't know that we didn't need to come all the way down here, but now we know. Remember, our objective is to clear 100% of the room's battles. Alright, I see that trap, so let's go ahead and get her ready. Disarmed. Pop a torchlight.
The promise of safety.
Travel and highlight and make sure that our stress remains at a manageable level because we don't have the means of getting rid of stress with this party. Our best means of stress control are using bolster at the beginning of every battle, which gives like a percentage decrease to stress. So we know we have at least 2 battles ahead of us, probably more, probably 4 or 5 I had to guess. And then we'll be done, and one step closer to the final cove boss, which I'm trying to remember. I think, have we defeated... Oh, there's Squiffy Gast. Gonna make us regret getting rid of that laudanum, I'm sure. Okay, we gotta get rid of the bloated thrall. First things first. Can't allow him to explode. His gross juice all over us. Okay, that was a rough miss. He would have hit that guy hard too, had he been able. And this is a great opportunity for us to start landing, getting that dodge built up. Invigorating vapors, almost every turn. Yes, and our dodge should just go through the roof. If we can keep it up. $30 damage. That's about what I expected him to do the first time when he missed. Keep that dodge nice and high. Plus 30 dodge on everyone. Yep, perfect. 1 stack of horror we can deal with.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
Damn, landed that one. And stun, no less. Okay. Little deal. Really gonna rely on our grave robber to be the one doing the damage. Squiffy Gas have quite a bit of HP. We need to burn someone down. And it's probably him.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Stunning both of our healers. We're gonna guard him. Sucks to not have her post up yet, but I think it's our best bet for keeping him alive. Not the best blight resistance. Damn.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
Damn, damn. Go for the heal. My dodge isn't quite coming through anymore. There, no, just as I say that. Oh, me of little faith. Okay, at least our riposte is still going to become active. Stack some more of that. And I was going to say, if we land this, then Squiffy Gas is dead. And now we can try and stun the ghoul. I don't like my item choice here. I should have gone with his the same set that we used in the last battle. Excellent. Another quadruple dodge. This could be going much more poorly had we not been dodging so much. Let the blight start ticking down and doing the work. And he landed it this time.
The horror.
Okay, we're gonna have a check here on Sigmund. Fearful. Alright. I always expect them to be bad, as you should. Fortunately, he's not getting his bonus versus Eldritch here. We haven't fought like a single tentacly, slimy, fishy guy yet. All we've fought so far are humans and unholy. Actually, no, we fought the bloated corpse, but that's one guy. Now, she has some sort of negative quirk that affects her healing herself.
A monster's size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Okay, good time to decide what's really important. I know I'm going to take 12 of those. Let's do that thing where we move stuff around a little bit. Probably can get rid of the anti-venom. Keep on rolling. This thing never works out well for me. But it did this time. Faded. That's a great one. Chance to turn any miss into a hit. I think I just need to say the opposite of what I want to happen.
Impressive.
Extra damage versus Eldritch. And a good crit. Don't want this pull to land. Damn. Pretty bad.
Well struck.
We can move forward once with the Man-at-Arm. And it's not a bad attack either, because if we land the stun on one of these dudes, the fish people have only got 50 resistance to stun. Help him move back a little bit.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Big damage. That was not who I should have attacked. I should have definitely attacked the other guy. He was stunned. That was just a rushed click. No point in attacking the guy who's not going to do anything to you this turn when we had a chance to get that kill. And we're gonna get another death's door.
Teetering on the brink.
Really bad.
The abyss.
The Antiquarian should be able to keep him from dying to his own bleed next turn. And they're just gonna hyper-focus him. I'm not surprised.
As life
He's
ebbs,
probably dead.
terrible
My luck.
vistas of emptiness reveal
Unbelievable.
themselves.
The series of events that had to transpire there for us to lose our occultist. Didn't mean to click that. That was an accident. I don't even know if that was my fault. I feel like it wasn't. Still sucks though. I'm pretty sure we have another level 6 occultist. Still don't like losing characters. They were just too much faster than us.
This expedition at least promises success.
It just really sucks because now we've got to pick up and hold the stuff we were
The match is struck. A blazing
Holding
star
on
is
him.
born.
Let's touch this thing. Don't remember what it does. This lowers the stress. Do we get a scout? We know there are no more. Yeah, let's go for it. See if we can get some extra loot. Damn, had to end it with losing a character. That was some good pickups though.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
We could let it go dark and try and get more loot. Since we know no one's gonna attack us. Trying to remember. Pretty sure you just gotta click on this. Shift click.
Darkness closes
There we
in,
go.
haunting the hearts of men.
We'll loot it even though we don't have what we need. That ended up not being great. Could have looked like a genius had it been some more loot though. And there may very well be another group of attackers here. Oh wow, it's a dangerous group. And we're fighting them in the dark. That is terrible. We might be in terrible trouble, guys. We might want to retreat. They're just going to do too much damage, I think.
True desperation is known.
We're going to try and
Escape
retreat.
is impossible. How
Oh,
quickly
God.
the tide turns.
This could be bad. I got greedy and I'm going to get punished for it.
Diminished.
Okay. Whew. Doesn't matter. We're getting the heck out of here.
Frustration and fury,
Oh my god.
more destructive than 100
Whew.
cannons.
Almost gave myself
At
frustration and
last,
fury.
wholesome marine life can flourish. If indeed there is such a thing.
Okay. We lost Sigmund. Got some diseases we need to get rid of.
Our family name, once so
Oh
well
man, now they want us to go
regarded,
back into the farmstead.
is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
Well, before I forget, let's go ahead and get rid of this stuff. Those are two really bad diseases. Anyone else have a disease? No. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for me today. That's about all I can stand, I think. Whew, my heart was beating so fast at the end there. kind of feel like I was having palpitations. We did make some gold. Level 4 Hellion. We have a clearer space on our roster. Let me make sure that we have one more high-level occultist. Yes, Raveno. Okay, good. That's good. We only have one Hellion, I think, in our party. We could just grab this other level 4. Sure. Welcome to the group.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
She's got some of the worst and some of the best traits you could ask for. Let's get rid of Guilty Conscience. And we're going to have to get rid of Perfectionist. And we can lock in Deadly and Steady. Let's just sort this out while we're doing it. Get rid of Scientific, lock in Evasive. Those are great. And she's almost completely locked in on good stuff. Huh. Nothing there. What do you got, Oz? I'm just grabbing random people to see if they've got something worth getting rid of or locking in. Oh, Triari, I think, had some bad stuff. No, it was... I think it was the person we just used. The grave robber we just used. Skibo, what are you doing? Get rid of it. No, it's not worth it. Tiberius. Whatever. Let's just do it. Spend the gold while we got it. It won't help us once we get into the darkest dungeon. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We made big progress. And if we look at the embark, one more run in the cove, and we'll be able to take on the boss, which may be the next episode. I'm not feeling particularly like going into the farmstead, although it's hard to pass up increased shards. So we might end up having to do that. We'll see. We've got a group ready to go. I don't know how far it'll go, but we can try. But without any further ado, y'all, thank you so much for watching. Once again, I will see you in the next one. And later, guys.